Hello, my name is Nadia Barrera-Ramirez, and I'm a project manager with Capital Metro, and I run the Transit Speed and Reliability Program. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about that program and how I got there. Let's see, I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's get to the beginning. So, my background is in transportation planning, program management, and project management. So my title is Transit Speed and Reliability Program and Project Manager. I work collaboratively with other agencies like TxDOT, the Texas Department of Transportation, the City of Austin, and the City of Leander, for example. We design and construct improvements for the right-of-way, which is all the properties publicly owned and used for transportation that speed up buses and make them run more reliably. We test, pilot, analyze, and evaluate innovative tools that prioritize transit. For example, this image shown to the right is a transit priority lane. There's also a separate bike lane and separate lanes for general purpose traffic. So everyone gets their own space in the roadway, making everything run more efficiently and more organized. My day-to-day is a lot of responding to emails, creating and giving presentations, workshopping with with either stakeholders on a project or a project team, learning about and implementing best practices in transportation planning and transit planning. And I also run, organize, and document meetings and project tasks to get projects completed on time and on budget. So my background, I'm from Pflugerville, so I graduated from Pflugerville High School. I have a bachelor's of science in biology and a bachelor's of arts in Spanish from the University of Texas at Austin. I also have a master's degree in community and regional planning with a specialization in transportation planning. When I graduated, I wrote a professional report that was about bicycle planning, and it compared the city of Austin to the city of Tucson. I spent 1 year studying at the University of Arizona in Tucson, and there I learned about innovative uses of the right-of-way for bicycles. So I became passionate about bicycle planning, and I ended up working for the bicycle program at the city of Austin. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. I also joined the Peace Corps right when I graduated from college, and I spent 2 years in Panama working with community members there, improving their community. I did a lot of environmental work, planted trees, worked with children to do education. It was a really good experience that I would recommend. I also have 2 major certifications. I am a certified planner and I am a project management professional. Both of these technical certifications help me to do my work. They also help me with my continuing education and networking so I can meet other professionals in my field. When I was living in Tucson, I worked as a planner at the city of South Tucson. It was a small jurisdiction where I got to learn a lot of things. I also worked for a private consulting group called KFH Group, and they did paratransit planning, so planning for those with disabilities. I then worked as an intern for the city of Austin in the planning department, where I met a lot of great planners that helped me get a job there in the public works department after that. And I worked there for 9 years in the public works department of the city of Austin in the bicycle and pedestrian program. So my time at the bicycle and pedestrian program, I worked on bicycle plans. I worked on implementing bicycle plans, so creating programs about giving away lights and education for bicyclists and improving bike lanes and other bicycle infrastructure, and also completing our sidewalk network here in the city of Austin. After leaving the city of Austin, I joined Capital Metro about 4 years ago, and I am a program and a project manager there. My specialization is taking projects from vision, the concept, to completion construction, and I'll talk more about that in future slides. So I think the skills needed for success in my position, you have to be very highly organized. You have to be open to other ideas, listening to others and getting feedback, willing to try and test new things, You have to be able to task and budget track, make sure that to keep a project on time, you have to make sure that everything is happening according to a schedule. You have to be able to work well with others. Financial planning and tracking is important as well. Being able to forecast what you'll be spending. You have to have a curiosity and a desire for constant improvement. Have to be good at research. Google is our friend. You have to be willing to search for the answer sometimes, and it takes some time to understand what other cities are doing. Speaking and presentation skills are important, and so are communication and writing skills. A lot of times we communicate via emails or memos, so being able to construct a solid argument or background information so that it's easy for anyone to understand quickly and easily is an important skill. Some computer skills that I have, Microsoft Teams is what I'm using to record this video right now. Being able to use that. Outlook is vital for emails and setting up meetings. Excel I use for analysis and tracking my budgets. Word is for creating any kind of document, and PowerPoint I use for creating presentations like this, and then Microsoft Project I use to track and keep my projects on schedule. I recently had a great training in accessibility in PowerPoint, so learning how to create PowerPoints that help those with disabilities. ArcGIS is a geographic information system technology that allows you to take several layers of geographic data, geospatial data, and do analysis with those mapping tools. And then Power BI is an analysis tool that can take a lot of data and help you organize it in a way so that you can see consistent patterns. So I chose this career because I am from Austin, and to me, making Austin a great place to live is very important. I also am an environmentalist and passionate about clean air and water. So I know that transportation is the #2 contributor to our carbon footprint. And the #1 contributor is food choice. And I think it's hard for people to change their habits and how they eat, but it might be easier to choose to walk or bike or ride the bus more often. So I think that if I could help provide great transportation services, high quality transportation services, that others might choose to take the bus or train or try a bike instead of driving. I enjoy seeing a project go from idea to construction. I think the whole working together as a team and working with others that have similar goals is really exciting. And I love when a project comes to completion and everybody has worked really hard to get there, and we can all sit back and look at our project and be satisfied with what we see. So here's a picture of a project that I worked on a couple years ago where we painted a priority bus lane red, and we had a contraflow, which was challenging to design. And I'll have some videos of that project coming up. Here's another example of some of the work I do. So this is just data analysis. So I'll just walk you through the left column here is hours of the day, and it's kind of funky because it goes past 24. But this is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock in the morning. This is segments of roadway along Guadalupe. So starting at MLK going northbound to 21st Street, 21st to West Mall, West Mall to Dean Keaton 27th, etc. PAX is short for passenger. So these are all the people that are on the buses in these segment of roadway during these different hours of the day. And these are the number of buses we have on that segment of roadway during these hours of the day. And so I've circled for you this kind of highlighted that at, this is basically 4 p.m. That's right, 4 p.m. There are almost 900 people on the bus here from 27th to 28th, and almost 800 here. And this is showing is that those people are experiencing a lot of delay. This is called Swiftly. This is a software program that we use that shows the bus's travel speed. And this is Guadalupe as it's heading northbound, and it goes through the Contraflow project and heads up into campus here. And it's only going 4 miles an hour and only going 3 miles an hour here. So we were doing analysis to see if we could move this bus stop to maybe get it. Yeah. I'm going to play you a video from this contraflow project. Make sure I can. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a drone footage of the same project and kind of walk you through again. But so this is what Guadalupe, this is Lavaca going northbound near 17th Street. You can see the red paint. Before it was just a white stripe. So here you see a rapid bus or articulated bus. So these buses carry twice as many passengers as regular buses, and they're executing this left-hand turn in front of the stopped traffic. They have their own special bus signal to do that turn. And here you have 18th Street. You can see there's a parking separated bike lane. Before there was nothing there. It was just striping and designated again there. Bus, red bus there. That triangle there up the speed. Oh, goes on to go the other direction, but I'm going to. So, just a couple of fun facts. I get to ride the bus, train, and Metro bikes for free. It's pretty exciting. Metro Bikes is our new bicycle sharing project in collaboration with the City of Austin and Bike Share Boston. And you can rent them for 30 minutes, an hour, 3 days, or annual. You can get annual pass. And there are stations all over town where you can dock them. And now there are electric bikes that you can use and ride around. So that's a fun new project that we've been working on. In Capital Metro, there are 83 different bus routes, 423 different buses, 10 trains, 2,300 bus stops, 17 park and rides, and 520 Metro bikes. So lots of different types of ways to get around. And I hope that you learned something about Capital Metro and transportation planning and transit planning. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me with an email. Thank you so much.